Well, anxiety disorders affect more than 40 million adults right here in the United States, and they are among the most common mental health issues across the globe. But is there a way to actually use your anxiety in a way that's beneficial? A recent article in The Atlantic by renowned Harvard professor Dr. Arthur Brooks, titled "How to Turn Anxiety into Adventure," explores a 19th century philosophy that suggests people can conquer feelings of dread and grow them into feelings of excitement. Here to break this down, clinical psychologist Jen Hartstein. Jen, this is fascinating. I mean, what does it mean to turn your anxiety into adventure?
So if you think about it, anxiety and excitement trigger the same reactions in our bodies. So some of it is the way we turn it into adventure is how are we reframing it? How are we approaching it? How are we leaning into the anxiety so that we're making it excitement? And so a lot of that's just how we think about it and how we approach it.
It's interesting because he actually called anxiety, Dr. Brooks here, an unfocused form of fear.
Yes.
So how can people use that to sort of become, a benefit instead of a barrier?
So I think we are always thinking about anxiety as such a bad thing, but it does have benefits. It motivates us. It gets us interested and focused on things, right? It helps us maybe connect to others because we're aware of what's going on with them. So if we can lean into those pieces of it instead of this feeling of dread, and I think that's the thing that anxiety brings up for most of us, we can make it exciting and open our eyes to things.
So give me a practical example of a question I could turn around. So if I said, Dr. Jen, I'm really stressed and anxious about, we already have the holidays. Say, I don't know,
You're planning your daughter's birthday
okay,
party,
boom.
and you're super
Actually,
anxious.
facts.
Okay,
so.
there you go. So how wonderful that you have an opportunity to plan this birthday party for her, and you're going to be surrounded by joy and excitement and happiness. How can you lean into that, Morgan? How can you make that fun?
I can buy some Mickey Mouse stickers.
There you go.
All right? Makes everyone happy.
Yeah, so we kind of think it's in some ways it's the argument of what do you get to do versus what do you have to do? And I think sometimes if we can just be I get to have this birthday party for my beautiful daughter.
And see it as an opportunity.
And see it as an opportunity, it turns our anxiety into something that we feel good about versus something that weighs us down.
Now, I imagine this works for people who do not have a clinical threshold of anxiety. Yes. How do you know if you do or not?
It's a great question. I mean, this is the layperson's anxiety. I mean, we all run around with some levels of anxiety, but this isn't somebody who really needs more treatment or more support or medication for anxiety, right? But most of us feel anxious at different times. How do we know? We are maybe more irritable. We're not sleeping well. We can't focus. Those kinds of things. Maybe we're just kind of isolating and withdrawing and not wanting to engage in the world. And if we want to notice those things, we want to lean in, ask questions, be curious about your own interactions with yourself. Check in with someone else. Hey, do you notice that I'm not acting like myself? What's going on? And if it gets to a point where that's happening more than it's not happening, then you might actually want to seek some real treatment and get some support for yourself.
We only have a few seconds, but does social media play into this?
Always. I mean, we know that social media triggers that because it's so much comparison and it's so much opportunity to be what are they doing versus what am I doing? So things I do, set notifications off, set time limits, be in real life with people.
Jen Hartstein, it is always a pleasure to have you, your smile and your expertise in our studio. Thank you so much.
Friend.
Happy New Year.